They call me Greg Nye, the science guy, and I want to talk to you today about your AR-15 you probably have in your safe or home. We get a lot of customers that come in and they're like, man, for some fucking reason, they want to tell me every gun they own, which is fine. I like people and all, kinda. But they say, oh, I have a Daniel Defense AR, I have a Stag, I have a CMMG, a BCM, and all this stuff. And I always ask them, are any of them piston guns? And they say, well, I'm sure they are. And I go, well, do you know the difference? And 9 out of 10 times they say no. So I'm here to explain how this AR-15 functions and works and why short stroke piston ARs are better. But usually a lot more money, but not here at Reno Bulk Ammo. I'm about to drop some knowledge. So your standard direct impingement AR-15 system, you pull the trigger, the round goes off, gases follow that bullet on its way out. Now there is a small hole in the barrel on top of this gas block. The gas block itself also has a hole. What happens is those gases go into the gas block, they get trapped, and so they travel down this metal tube, which then pushes the bolt back like so. Right? So the problem with that is those gases are now inside your chamber. They foul the bolt. You're going to get carbon buildup. On top of that, you're going to get, your trigger is going to get a bunch of filth on it, all that other crap. And over time, things start to break down and it's not as reliable as a piston system. Most of your ARs, like I say, if you went in your safe right now and you look through the handguard, you're going to see a little silver tube. So the way a short stroke gas piston system works, for instance, on this gun that we have 3 more of them coming, is the same thing occurs, but a piston is what actually cycles the bolt back. And any leftover gases that it didn't use actually come out the front of the gas block and away from your hand. And even if you tried to feel it while you were shooting it, you'd never feel the gases come out. Now, the benefit to that is none of those dirty, filthy Joe Biden gases ever get in the bolt assembly. They never get in the chamber. There are some dirty shit that get in the chamber because obviously you're shooting a round off in the chamber. So your bolt face of a piston system is most likely going to be a little dirty, but you're able to shoot short stroke gas piston operated ARs over and over and over and barely ever need to clean them because you don't have all the buildup and the filth like a direct impingement gas system would be. So we have these ARs. We've sold quite a few Adams Arms piston ARs. The story behind Adams Arms is they sold their company to a company called Alexander Profab, and this gun right here in its entirety, the P2 556 AR, that's piston operated, super nice stock, Chris Vector or Adams Arms flip sights, Rise armament trigger, really nice M-LOK system. These go on their website for $1,500, not here. We have 3 more of these coming. We have access to a couple more, and then that's it. But these are only $910 to $915 out the door with the magazine. I personally at home have an LWRC AR that, without all the frills on it, is a $2,800 piston gun. This gun functions the same way, has the adjustable short stroke gas piston system, and it is way cheaper. So if you want an AR that's badass, that you're like, bury me with this fucking thing, it's going to be one of these. I'm sure some of you maybe heard of like the HK, I believe it's the 416, $5,000 piston AR. SIG makes a piston AR, LWRC, POF, they're all couple $1,000 ARs. You're getting the same short stroke piston system out of this thing for $910. We also have 2 11.5 inch versions coming. Those will be a little bit more, probably like $40 more, but same adjustable piston system, but has a brace on it. The other thing, I keep saying adjustable piston, is anytime you want to suppress something like this gun, you're fucking with the gas system in it. And you need to usually, it's called overgassing the AR, you need to turn it down, which in your standard AR you might have at home or in your truck or whatever, requires you to bring the gun to me or to a gunsmith and have the gas block changed out to an adjustable one. This comes with a 5-position adjustable gas block. So you're able to put the suppressor on, reach in here, push this little thing over, dial the gases back, and it will function reliably with the suppressor on it. So bang for your buck, this thing is nuts. I'm surprised we haven't sold more of them. Look into the difference between short stroke gas piston and direct impingement. But I think you will be super happy to get your hands on a piston gun. Even if you need to sell your standard AR to a buddy or throw it online for sale, if you had to have 1 or 2 ARs in your life, one of them should be a piston system AR. So again, a couple of these coming. We do have this one. It's the last one on sale. This is Adams Arms non-adjustable, but it is still a short stroke piston AR with the brace, Chris Vector sights, a lot of cool stuff. This one's on sale. This will be the last one you'll see for $820, tax included. So look into the difference, but I thought I'd school you a little bit on how an AR-15 actually functions and cycles, and why the piston operated ARs are so much more money, because they're worth it. Thank you for all your happy birthdays. I love you guys. Goodbye.